Hello everybody and welcome back to Valhelsia Tree. Today we even do more farming by creating a gigantic tree farm, an auto fissure, and more farming with create, as you can see there behind me. I hope you enjoy. Alright, from last episode we ended up making the animal farm, which has been going great, and I've decorated the place quite a bit. Well, apart from just placing down floral fertilizer to get the mystical flowers to decorate and add some colour to the place, and just placing down some random leaves. And these hedge blocks, I didn't know these were here. But they're from cork, and they actually look really nice. There's different ones. You can use oak, you can use spruce ones. I want the oak because, well, of course we're in an oak forest. And I think they just look a little bit better. Now the animals, as you can see, we have about 8 cows in here. I didn't count the sheep because there are so many of them. And then all of a sudden, we got a green pig. I don't know if that's rare or anything, but we just got ourselves a pure green pig. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the brick back here. Let me just show you. Look how many chickens are back here. And when they grow up, they will fall down and get slaughtered and then stored in our system. And from last episode, let me go show you how much we have gathered since. Now, it's probably not a lot, and let's see, so if we look up, like, raw, we've got, like, 200 mutton, 200 chicken, 200 pork chops, 200 raw beef, and if we look at leather, we've got, like, 200 leather, and eggs, we've gotten 382, and nearly 400 eggs, and we've also got wool, 150. Now, that's because sheep will drop more mutton than they do wool. Unless we shear them and use a rancher, we'll only get 1 wool per sheep. So that means nearly over 100 sheep have been killed, which is actually still quite a lot. Now, today we're going to continue our farming spree, and it is turning nighttime. But over here in this area that we cleared out, I don't think I showed it. Oh yeah, it was just at the end of it, last episode. I went over here and cleared out this area. We're going to set up some farming for sugarcane, hemp, and all kind of crops. Because there is like better food we can make later on than just baked potatoes. I think it's actually called like farmers something. Yeah, so we got like onions, carrots, potatoes, rice, all these other things like tomatoes, rice, just a bunch of other different type of foods, and we can make them all like squidding pasta, which fills a lot of hunger. But of course we're going to need to plant all of them, so that's what I want to do over here using create. And I also want to set up a fissure and a tree farm. Now I'm hoping we can squeeze it all into one episode, because next episode I want to go exploring the nether in search for some netherite. So over here, where I was thinking of building a factory, but to be honest, we don't need a factory since we're using that place behind our house, and we can just build extra floors down underground. So over here, I want to set up 2 sets of tree farms. So one will be like this square here, and then another one there. So it'll be just like this whole length of free space here will be tree farms. Now I think I'm going to set up the tree farms first, because see, this thing is a tree farm, but we have to manually place all of the saplings. And I don't think there's any other way of placing the saplings without using a planter. But then the planter will place all the spruce saplings together, causing the gigantic trees to grow. I know, yeah, you keep telling me down in the comments to make this animal dictionary by Alex, to have a look at what these cockroaches and any other mobs from Alex mobs has. And there's one thing I did learn from reading this, is the Mimikyus from in the end actually have a really big importance, and they could help us a lot, but it's going to require a lot and thousands of levels. So if we go over to the Mimikyu, if I can remember where he was, I think there he is. Mimikyus are relatives of the slime in the overworld and Mimikyus of the nether. These monsters can often be found guarding end cities. Unlike their slimy cousins, these gelatinous creatures possess more powerful magic, so they will, when attacked, they will mimic your entire set, so armor, swords, tools, shields, everything. But it says, when you get their slime from killing them, It says, once they drop the magic called Mimicream, one can harness the natural shape-shifting magic of the Mimicream by using 8 Mimicream and any damageable item in the crafting grid. With a few limitations, this can effectively create a Mimicide copy tool or equipment with almost the enchantments of the original. Of course, it is duplicate with 0 durability and must be repaired. This mimicking ability of the cream has resulted in widely sought after. If that is correct, I have 6. Now, I'll have to go kill more, and the only thing is they're kind of difficult to kill because, well, if they take my sword, I got Vorpal and they can one-shot me. And it has happened. I don't think I've shown it because it happened off camera, but it has happened. They have killed me. So if we can get their spawn egg, that means if we can put it inside the spawner there and have them like die in there and just gather up their cream constantly, we'll be able to make copies of our sword, pickaxes, shovels, armor, everything, and we'll be able to combine them then in an enchantment or in an anvil and just keep leveling up our sword. So like we'll have sharpness 5 right now, and if we get a second one we'll have sharpness 6, then 2 sharpness 6s will equal sharpness 7, and so on. So that way we don't have to keep combining random things until we have the same enchantment and then combine them together to increase the enchantment. We can just use the Mimicream to create duplicates of our tools, which will be insane. Now, the cockroaches, let's see. Oh god, I hate those things. I've seen those in the nether. They are horrifying to look at. But the cockroach, found insects underground, makes them vulnerable. Eggs, multiple, okay. Wait. Covering a cockroach in Mimicream from a Mimicube can result in the cockroach in a very interesting color scheme. It is also said they have found their fondness for maracas. Wait. Cockroaches have the natural prey. Oh, yeah, this is the... Wait, this is actually the mod, I think I remember mentioning this earlier. So if we get Mimicream, it says if we give one to one of them... Oh my god! RGB cockroach! RGB, oh god. Did we seriously just make an RGB cockroach? Yes, we did. Well then. Now the only thing is, I don't think we have the materials to make the maracas. Yeah, we need a rattlesnake, and we haven't seen a rattlesnake. It says they spawn in any biome, but I don't believe that. I think they only spawn in the desert. But anyway, I just can't believe we still have an RGB cockroach. So, what we want to do is make ourselves a marine fisher, plant sower, and a plant gatherer. Now, the plant sower is simple enough. We just need some pistons, so 2 pistons, and actually want to do 2 sets of these. So I'm going to need another flower pot, 2 flower pots actually. Was that all the brick we had? It was. Okay, clay. Let me just smelt up a stack of that, and while that's smelting, we can make the other parts. So the plant gatherer, we're going to need 4 iron axes. We're going to need 2 iron hoes. That way we can make 2 of these plant gatherers. Now plant sower, we're going to need a second flower pot now. Another iron gear. That makes a plant sower. There we go. Now we got 2 sets of these. Now we'll have to figure out the range upgrades now in a minute. But of course, we're also going to need a bucket. Because the marine fisher doesn't need a pity one, it needs an upgraded one. So the upgraded one requires all of these ingredients. Because the marine one needs a simple machine frame, which is nether brick, plastic, iron, and pity machine frame with latex. There we go. And I've made speed upgrades for every single one of these. And I've emptied out this tank and put it all in there. And it's just creating so much plastic. If we look in here, we've got 1.8k tiny dry rubber. But now we can make the marine fisher. We just need 2 more iron gears. We're going to need a fishing rod. There we go. Marine fisher. Now we're going to need cable, because we're going to have to hook everything up to power. And I'm going to need a lot more cable than just that. There we go. Now we just grab ourselves a point to power everything. And I'm actually going to need a second one, because I'm going to put the fisher in the water. Now an ender chest, and we're going to need some pipe or logistical transfer pipe. Okay, we've only got 1, so we're going to have to make a little bit more. We can actually upgrade this pipe now as well if we do this, to make it just run a little bit quicker. And we can carry more cable, or yeah, more power across these cable if we upgrade it. Now, we don't need to upgrade every cable we have, because we don't necessarily need it. unless we're upgrading the machines over there on the left to higher factory tiers. So that's all of them. Now, I don't think we need an extra thing. We just need add-ons, and they actually are called add-ons. I thought they were just called range upgrades. So we could make some speed upgrades for them, so the planter can have some speed upgrades. The harvester probably doesn't need one. But I think we have to put down and see where we're going to, how much space we're going to have. Right, let's go put these down and see. So these are the plant gatherers. Now we want to find roughly the center point, which is probably going to be about here. And I want to put it right there. And that will give us enough space to build a path over. And I might put something along here, like a fishing dock or something, into the river. And I was going to build like a harbour over there and put down those mine colony supply ships. So right here, we need to figure out how wide of an area we can go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I say 8 would probably be the biggest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves 1 block space on either side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that is bang on in the center. Right, we need an upgrade of 8. Now, the upgrade of 8, what does that require? Oh, just gold. Perfect. That is no problem at all. So, we're going to need some redstone. We're going to need glass panes. And we're just going to need some gold. And do we still have our bucket on us? We do. So, we're going to need 4 of these upgrades. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 2 glass, 4 gold, 2 redstone, all of them in. 4 gold, 2 glass, 2 redstone, and we're just going to make 4 of these. Alright, all 4. Now we just have to put them into the machine, and we're going to have to hook up the power. So if we put the range upgrade in here, show the area, we can see how big it is. Now we just need to find the center point, which is roughly here. And we'll know now in a second if this is correct. But if we put plant sower under the ground here, I believe, add that in, show area, hide this area. Yes, it matches up. Perfect. So that's all we wanted. So we can hide this area, and now we have to find a way to pump saplings into this thing. So I think we'll have to set up another ender chest with a export upgrade into it from the system into this now as well. So we have to do the same thing now on the opposite side. So I'm going to have to turn on this guy and, well, kill these mobs first. Now we could just easily put this block down right here, add the upgrade in, show the area, and then come down on the opposite side and mark it. So this will be the hole that it will cover. So all I have to do then is just break it, come back over here, and just fill in the hole. Like that. Plant gatherer. Down like that. Range upgrade. Like that. Turn this on. Find roughly the center, which is about here. Looks about right. Plant sower. Add in the upgrade. Show the area. It should show it above. Okay, it needs to go one more forward this way. So it'll go in the ground right here. So you down there. Range upgrade. And then we just cover it over. Actually, I should leave it open because I want to know where it is. Right. So what will happen is this guy is going to have to export into an ender chest. So I'm going to put this guy... Oh, okay. We have to cover in this whole water area here because this is actually in the area of, well, where the trees are going to grow. And I want to outline this actually then as well in stone brick, because if we put down the mega trees for... Actually, because one side is going to be spruce, the other side is going to be oak. So this will probably be oak, and this side will be spruce. So we're going to have to outline this entire thing in probably stone brick, just so that the ground doesn't turn into podzol. Which it probably will do on the inside, but I don't want it spreading to the outside. I'm sorry, fish, but you need to go. So to set up where we're going to put the, well, ender chest, we're going to do it under the floor right here. So the ender chest is going to go in the ground, and I'm going to use this green dye to mark all 3 of these dark green. Now, I have just dyed that thing green. Oh, whatever. So we need an export. Perfect. Into here. And you know what? We're actually going to need a second one. So I should have actually done this like, let me grab some white. And we're going to dye this part because this is actually going to be maybe we'll just leave this one dark green, and we'll put a second one beside it. Probably, where do we put it? Right here. That would disconnect the entire thing. So we'll grab another export. So export, we'll grab ourselves another ender chest. And this one is going to be green, green, and that will stay white. So he will go on top there. So if we look up sapling, we'll have oak and we'll have spruce. So spruce will go in all green, and oak will go in green, white, green. And now we just cover back in the floor. So they should be all connected now, hopefully. Are the numbers going down? They are. So they are filling up. We'll have to do the same now on the other side. Actually put away the green dye. I need that now. Alright, I kind of decided I'm not going to bother running a cable, because running a cable is going to be a bit too much work. So what's going to happen is I need to turn off my magnet because it's sucking the zombie flesh from over there. So I'm actually just going to add a point onto every single one of these things. Just so it's easier. Well, just is this guy with the working area? Okay, he's hiding. I need to hide this guy now as well. There we go. So under here, I'm going to add a... Well, I'm going to need a cable with the ender chest. So you're going to have an ender chest here. You're going to have a logistical transport pipe. But I need to run... This guy should be oak. It is. Okay, so I need the logistical pipe. Put you there. Set it to extract. There we go. Now I just need to grab my dirt. Fill in the hole. I'm going to add my point right here. I'm going to power it. Now this thing should automatically start placing saplings. And it is. Perfect. So just cover it over. Now he's hidden. Turn this guy on. So he will now start gathering blocks when they grow. Now I have to do the same over here. So ender chest. We're going to need our logistical pipe and our green dye. Dye at the top. This should have spruce inside, which it does. And now I want to pause this machine first. Just so it doesn't actually start planting anything just yet. Grab our dirt. Grab ourselves a power point. Plug it in. Break that block. Leave this exposed just for a minute. And do the same over here. So you're going to get covered. Alright, just powered. And then what we can do is ender chest on the back. And I believe this is counted as the back. Or is this counted as the front? I'm not sure. But the output... We're just going to say we're going to output the front is facing the west. Okay, so yeah, output the front. So I wanted to push and turn off the rest. So that means when it automatically harvests the tree, it will push it into this chest. And it, oh my god, look at all the saplings. Should I leave torches down in here? Yes, I actually should. Because we won't have an army of mobs spawning in here. I could remove the torches later on if we make a mega torch. As you can see, it has harvested a tree. So if we put a chest here, say output, push out the front. It's going in. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we want. Oh, sludge. I forgot it makes sludge. We're going to have to find a way to deal with that. For now, we could just store it in tanks. But I think we will eventually have to make a sludge machine to clean everything. But I'm just going to put this ring of stone blocks down now. And then we can plug in or turn on our spruce. And hopefully, this means now when a spruce mega tree grows, it will not turn the ground around it into podzol. Well, hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Alright, with the tree farm going nicely, I want to put down just underneath our bridge here. Find a center point roughly around here. This guy will now get a power plug underneath it. Just to give it power. Now hopefully this guy will fish for us. And if we just put an ender chest on top, output direction, push out the top. Whenever it fishes, it should automatically now go into our system. And we'll see how much stuff we get next episode then as well. But now we're going to have to set up our sugarcane farm and industrial hemp farm. Okay, after a little time of building, I didn't want to show this bit because it was going to take a long time to build. But you can kind of see that it's relatively simple. All I have is some plots made up of, this is going to be for pure sugarcane, this is going to be pure for hemp. The rest over here is going to be for random things like beetroot, carrots, potatoes, wheat, and whatever the hell else I can fit in here. So like random seeds. I doubt I'm going to get pumpkins or potatoes or melons in here, but I can do them in botany hopper pots. I was going to do cactus, but I did a little testing in creative to see would my method here work. But the only thing is, the cactus was being dug up from the very bottom. So the entire thing was being harvested, and you would have to manually come back over and place down a cactus, and that was just not going to work. So what I want to do is, I have 2 cart assemblers right here. So I need to put on a rail block. So I have rail here, which I'm going to run across like this. So rail is going to be placed all the way along. And I'll have an extra block up there to stop it from going that high, because I don't want it going that high. But what's going to happen is I'm going to have a powered rail right here. So is that a slab? No, it's not. I need to make sure I put the redstone block on the part that's not a slab, because under the slab I have it waterlogged to make sure the plants will grow. Alright, so with a redstone block we can put that down and then get ourselves a powered rail. Now roughly in the center here, I'm going to have to put another powered rail just to make sure it keeps going. I might even need to put another one right here. Is that a slab? It is a slab. That means I'm going to have to make it odd, or we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, well then we'll have to move it. And that's another slab under here, isn't it? Yeah. So I can't do that, but I can put one right here. You're a slab. Why are you a slab? You don't need to be a slab. Okay. I don't know why that one was there. I think it was because I forgot there was a bit of water there. But now, what's going to happen is, you can see this block is stopped, so that I need to put one on top. I perhaps could just do a slab. It'll probably be not as tall then. Yeah, a slab would work. But now what will happen is, we'll have to put a cart assembler down. And I want to put it in a place like that is a solid block. I'm kind of hoping, I want to test this now. I don't have a stick. I need a lever. If I go underground here and put a lever down, does that power this block? It does. Alright, perfect. So turn it off for a second. I might actually leave that open so I can get down to it. And I'll do the same. Actually, I won't have to be able to get down under it, but I'll be able, at least now I know I can put redstone power up from the bottom. So all you have to do now is just build your, well, harvester. So since this one's going to be tall, I'm going to have to use a radial chassis, like that. And I'm going to have some slime on it here. And I'm going to have it harvest, what direction first? Should I have it go this way and then turn around and come back around? Oh, I forgot about a way how to deposit. No, there is a way to do it. We can have it deposit over the fence here. That's fine. Fine, so we can use linear chassis like this up to here, and we can put an extractor and another extractor here and just have it into a chest, and it'll be fine. We could actually have it over here and have it export into 2 things, so both of them get export into the one chest, but I don't know how well that's going to work, but this will work fine. So this side we're going to have slime. I don't actually need slime on that one, but I'll put it there anyway. Mechanical harvesters. And now I forgot about the chest and the funnel part, so I'll have to go get those. Right, so how this is going to work is we're going to have the portable storage interface right here. We're going to have, oops, we're going to have a chest. Oh, I forgot the chest. Right, so how this is going to work is we're going to have the portable storage interface right here. We're going to have, oops, we're going to have a chest. Oh, I forgot the chest. Right, so on the back we'll have a chest, a portable storage interface, and then we're going to grab some dirt, put the dirt right here. We're going to have a second one of these facing this way. We're going to have our andesite funnel pointing down the way into an ender chest. I went over and got ender chests instead of regular chests, and I thought that was the one I needed. It's not. So realistically, these should actually connect now and empty everything out into this ender chest. Now, the only way to actually get this started is, of course, to get ourselves a minecart. Now, go under here. Hit this on. Put the minecart right here. Let it roll down. It will pick it up. Oh god, this elytra. It is now hooked on. And as you can see, it's went up, turned back around. It'll harvest this side, turn around, and it'll harvest this guy over and over again. And it is connected, and off it goes again. He just despawned. Okay. But now I need to do this on the opposite side. Alright, there's actually a different way we're going to have to do this one compared to that one. So that one we just put a linear chassis or a radial chassis and then just ran linear chassis off of it. This one we have to do slightly different. This one, we have to put one there, come down, and then put them across like this. Not like that, but like this. This one, because this one is harvesting a 2 block high, this one is going to harvest a 1 block high. So we have to put slime across the top here. And I'm actually going to grab the last 2 of these radial chassis. And I'm going to hook slime across the back of the 2. And this is where I'm going to put my storage interface and my chest. So across the front, we grab our harvesters. Run the 4 of them like that. This is doing 4 and this is doing 4. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was making sure that we had the right amount of numbers on them. But this way, I probably should get one more and just make the whole thing just look the part, because it looks like we're missing one piece. You know what, I'm going to get the missing piece. And there we go. Now it looks proper. So across over here, we want to put this guy. Then we want to put this guy here. Hopefully when they meet, they don't actually try and export into each other. I don't think that should work anyway because, well, it won't make sense to do that. But now, ender chest down here. And we should be able to just add our andesite hopper. And now, this thing I think is ready. Let's come down here, turn it on, grab our minecart, throw it right here. This should roll down, connect, and off it goes. It should turn around, and it'll harvest this side. I want to make sure it's actually grabbing these ones. It is, okay. So now I just need to re-hoe the ground where it broke when I was placing the thing. Fill back in the hole. Oh god, it picked me up. And now what we have to do is just plant everything. And with the way we have the sand place for the sugar... Ah, I accidentally stopped it. That's fine for just a second. Let's see, do they connect? No, they don't. Alright, that's good. I didn't want that to happen in case they did. Well, it wouldn't make sense for them to connect, like, at all. Alright, off we go again. Just need to make sure we get out of the way of it when it comes around. Like this. God, just don't want to get trapped in between it. Oh, I forgot about a block of water right here. Bucket, slab, sugarcane. And I missed a piece of sugarcane right here. Is that all of it? Yes, it is. So here's our automated farming from Create. I need to fill in the rest of those, but I'll do them later. So I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching and goodbye.